Hello. Yes, we're going to another 3-yard quilt book. This one's called Fast and Fun 3-Yard Quilts. And the quilt we will be making is City Lights. I did a live and I explained all about these little squares. They're all different. They're from my purple swap. And this is going to be a pass it forward to someone in the swap who could use a little cheer me up. And she's not able to swap with us for a while. And so I got in my head that I was going to, that all the scraps from my purple, my purple swap, I was going to make something for her. So I cut up all my purple swap fabric and I already had the pattern and I put that aside. And then I took all my squares. They were all my squares from the swap. And I had created, what I think I've created is the City Lights book. I started designing a quilt myself on the board and then I put it together and I said, well, that's weird. That looks like something I've made before, like a lot. So then I said, oh, you know what? I bet you that's one of those 3-yard quilts. And I know I've made this like 2 or 3 times. So sure enough, yep, it was. I didn't design it. It was the City Lights quilt. So if you like this quilt, you can get this book at wherever it is you like. I know Lynn from Soft Squares carries it. Fabric Cafe carries them. Probably your local quilt shop. I'm not sure. But anyway, I know Lynn has gotten all, I watched her YouTube channel and she had said that she had ordered all the books. So, and of course Fabric Cafe has all the books. So, yeah. So I'm making this quilt. This is what I had decided to do. So let me show you on my design board. I went ahead and put the pieces on the design board. In the book, everything is strip piece. I'm not strip piecing because I only have this little square. And as a matter of fact, my square is not the size square that's in the book. So I kind of had to do some quilting math to figure out what I had to do to make this work. But I'm sorry, when I'm looking over there, it's because I had the completed quilt minus this one block. So let's go. Let's go do this block and then go right to it. So this has one of every fabric. So I think there is, let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16. I think there's 48 different. So it's a scrappy. I mean, I know everybody says scrappy is different. Scrappy is depending on what you think. To me, this is scrappy because it's 48 different little squares that I'm using from a project that I'm making that's scrappy. And then it uses some background fabric that is scrappy also because it's not all the same fabric. Even though it looks like it is, it isn't. It's from the same line. I don't know what the line is because I bought it at this wholesale market that I go to in, where is it? It's in Massachusetts. And it's just, they have just cut-offs in big bins and you buy it by the yard. But it matches perfect. So we have that. And then I have this as my big block. So everything is cut and here we go. So how I'm going to tackle this is, if you see this, I'm going to work on these little 4 patches. So let's go and run through these 4 patches and I put right sides together and I have a 1/4 inch set on my machine, or if you have a 1/4 inch foot, whatever you need to do to get a 1/4 inch. So I am going to chain piece these right here. And I'm going to run through these really quick. So you're going to see lots of 4 patches because this is made in groups of 4 patches. That's how I did it in my brain. This is how it worked. Again, if you follow the directions in the book, you're strip piecing because you are using 3 1-yard cuts. I didn't do 3 1-yard cuts. I did 2. Well, I did 1 1-yard cut And then I did one background of yard, 1 yard of background, which happens to be two different fabrics. So half yard and half yard, let's say. And then all my little tiny pieces here that I had. And as you can see, I just go ahead, and this is called chain piecing. Oh, I hope I did that right. Oh, we'll see. We will see. Well, the good news is once I'm done, I could come in here and look at the book, because there is diagrams for everything. So that's really good. Here we go. I have one of these. Yep, it looks like I have. So now I have these. They're like chained up here, and I have them in 2s. And I open it up, and let me see. Yep, I'm doing exactly what needs to happen. There needs to be a background, a print, and a background. All right, I'm going to put it over, and then I'm going to have the seams opposed so that they nest. So one side's here and one side's there. You can pop a pin in there if you like. And I'm actually doing my after quilt first instead of the other way around, because I really need to get this in the mail. And so, yes, we're working in reverse. I cut out my main quilt, and if I make a mistake, the good news is it's a scrappy quilt, and I will be doing a tutorial on it. And I'll just take any purple I have in my stash and just add to it, because as long as it's purple or lavender, it can go right in the quilt. So I'm not worried about that. And here we go. And I'm making my 4 patches here. And I have one more to go here. Let's see, open up. How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? Is everybody doing good? What are people working on? You can let me know. I also have a Facebook page that you guys can visit. It's called Pastryqueen's Farm Adventures. It's not a group. It is just my page. So I know that you can't post on there. So what I do is I put a post saying, what are you working on? And then in the comments, you guys can show me. You guys can show me all your quilts you are sewing, and show everyone, because we all want to see. Because, I know you're on here watching this, so you can either get ideas, or maybe you're just watching it as your TV. But I know you're out there working and creating. Even if it's not quilts, you may be working and creating on scrapbooking, or you can post anything on there that you're working on. It does not have to be a quilt. All right, so now I'm ironing these, or pressing them down. And now this is the front, and this is the back. Everything is towards the dark. And I am putting these down in the way I want for them to be. All right, so now look. So now I did this 4 patch. Now I'm going to do this 4 patch. And then I'm going to do another 4 patch. It's like 4 patch, 4 patch, 4 patch. So now we have this. And we are going to put this one here. Just checking to see that it is in the screen. And we're going to do our last one. There we go. I'm kind of tired. I've been up early this morning. Got a lot of sewing in today. And have to, I'm going to force myself, not force myself, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I have to quilt this thing. I know I've been talking about quilting this quilt that's been on my loom there for a while now, but I really have to get it done. And no more excuses. And you know, the funny thing is, the minute I start doing it, I love it. You know, I say it's not my favorite part, but I do get into it because it's all freehand. I don't know what my problem is. I think it's because I love piecing so much. It's just, piecing is my jam. It's like doing a puzzle. All right, so now I have these two, and I'm gonna open them up as well. Again, open them, and then I put the seams opposing so that they nest. I'm gonna pop a pin in here. It's getting big now, so now I'm gonna pop a pin right in the center so that right at the center everything matches. And let's go ahead and create this 4-patch, this bigger 4-patch. Today is Sunday. I am making this content on Sunday. So today is Super Bowl Sunday. I could care less what's going on with Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm creating content for you guys. Yep. I mean, I don't know. It's not my thing. It just isn't. I'd rather sew. Now I have the next one. And then after I have this one done, and I have to line up because I didn't pin at the end. Pull that pin out. We're going to create another 4-patch situation. And I am going to press. Now I do come over here in the center and I clip that little thread so that I can spin my seam. There you go. And right here in the center, I'm gonna press this. I just kind of press it so where the seams like to go naturally anyway. Yep. Let's see. Yep. It did. All right. So here's another one. So now we're going to create a giant 4-patch. And let me look at it. So this one will go there. And this one will go here. And then one of these big blocks right here. Yep. And this block right here. And now look. This is, now we're going to have another big 4-patch. I'm going to put this together. I think my seat needs oil. I've been saying that every time I start. I forget to put oil in it. It's squeaking. All right, so here we go. This last large 4-patch is coming on. It's getting together. 1/4 inch again. And coming here. And now I have one more seam to do in this giant giant 4-patch. And this giant 4-patch, I put more than just one pin to it. I put the pin where the opposing seams are. You know, I make them go one way and the other way when I say opposing, and they nest. And I pop a pin right there so that they stay nested. And then I come here and make sure that the end lines up, and it does. And I'm gonna pop a pin here in the center and come over here and make sure this lines up and everything is lining up beautifully. That's what I like. And pop one in the center again. So now I have this, and I am going to sew this all the way down. And as I go down, I am removing pins. I am going to iron this. I am going to iron this here. We'll press. I like to say iron. I know iron is different than pressing. I really mean press, but because you don't want to distort your block. And here we go. My other giant 4-patch. Now let's go over. So I will be moving this camera, so I'm gonna give you the heads up. I know sometimes this makes some folks dizzy. So we are going to come over to the design wall. Here it is. I have this part here, and I'm gonna bring this down, and as you can see, there's one here, and now I will be putting this one here, see? And that would be going there. So that's my quilt. I will join these two pieces and then join them here. I've already joined these two pieces and then this row to this row, so now I will add this third row. Over here, the border, the inner border will be of this same background fabric, just like it says in the book. And I will be using this fabric here. I believe in the book it would have this fabric that you're using on the outside, but being that these are all scraps from a project, but I had some of this, we're just gonna throw that on there. And we're done, we're done. I'm just gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna put it on my Grace Unique and quilt it up, and then it's ready to go. I just have to find a backing. I have to go through all my purples and see, and if not, I'll do a piece backing. We'll see. But anyway, I hope you guys try it. Again, this is fast and fun. And the quilt that I made here is called City Lights. Everyone, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. If you like my channel, please subscribe. I'm going to assume you're already subscribed, but give me those thumbs up, because YouTube loves to see those thumbs up. And also, don't forget to comment and share. Let people know I'm around. So everyone, have a lovely day. Bye.